Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got some Braves 1978 baseball here, and the Pirates traveled to Atlanta to take on the Braves in a three-game series. And they'll lead it off for the first game of this three-game series for the Pirates. Playing shortstop is Travis, batting second, playing left field is Milner, batting third, playing right field is Parker, batting fourth, playing center field is Robinson, batting fifth, playing first base is Stargell. Batting sixth, playing third base is Stenton. Batting seventh on the catching's Ott. Batting eighth, playing second base is Gardner. And on the mound, batting ninth is BLYLEVEN. And for the hometown Atlanta Braves, we got leading off, playing second base is Royster. Batting second, playing first is Beal. Batting third, playing right field is Matthews. Batting fourth, playing left field is Burris, and making his 1978 debut, rookie playing third, Bob Horner. Batting sixth, playing center field is Office. Batting seventh on the catching is Murphy. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Cheney. Batting ninth on the mound, Nuxie himself, Phil NIEKRO. Let's get down to the launching pad and get this game going. And Frank Travis will lead it off here for the Pirates, batting .279 with no homers and 18 RBIs. This is Phil NIEKRO's 17th start. He's 9-3 with a 3.12 ERA. And here's the pitch to Travis. That's going to be against the righty, an 18 and an 8. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Office in center field. One up and one down here in the top of the first. John Milner comes to the plate now. And John's batting .288 with 2 homers and 11 RBIs. That's going to be a ground ball down the Beal. He takes it himself for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down, and it's up to the Cobra to get something started here for the Pirates. Parker batting .319 with 7 homers and 32 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Nuxie strikes him out. The Pirates go down 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the first. Pittsburgh nothing. The Braves coming to the plate with Royster, Beal, and Matthews. See the Pirates' upcoming schedule. 2 more games here in Atlanta. They go back home to take on the Cubbies. Jerry Royster's batting .281 with no homers and 15 RBIs. BERT BLYLEVEN's making his 14th start. He's 4-5 with a 2.55 ERA. And here's the pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Royster strikes out. And there's one down here in the bottom of the first. Bob Beal comes to the plate. He's batting .305 on the year with no homers and 4 RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one. Let's see where this one ends up at in Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. Parker Robinson can't get to it. It rolls to the wall. Bob Beal's got himself a 1-out double. And Brian, we got Beatles in here. Haven't seen you in a long while, buddy. How you doing? Yeah, it's been about a month or so since I've seen Beatles. And we got Gary Matthews up. And Matthews, the Sarge, is batting .230 with 2 homers and 14 RBIs. Bob Beal down at second. 1 out. A pitch to Matthews. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. BLYLEVEN has struck out 2, but giving up a double in between. Now Jeff Burris trying to do something here with a runner in scoring position. Yeah, doing good, Beatles, buddy. Miss you, buddy. You haven't even done a broadcast in a while, man. And Jeff Burris batting .336, 9 homers and 38 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Bill Robinson comes in, makes the catch, and that'll end the inning. The Braves strand 1. We go to the top of the second. It's still no score. Speaking of Robinson, he's going to lead it off here for the Pirates, followed by Stargell and Stenton. And Bill's batting 243 with a homer and 26 RBIs. Oh, you're going to do something tonight? Cool, buddy. Do you know about what time? And that's going to be a ground ball down to Bob. He takes it himself, and there's one out. And Stargell comes to the plate, batting 326. He's got 7 homers and 23 RBIs. And that's going to be against the righty. 11. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Cheney. Nice play by Cheney. He fires over to Bob, and there's 2 outs. Took a base hit away from Stargell. And Rennie Stenton comes to the plate. Gotcha, buddy. I gotcha. Not a problem. I'll be looking for it. And Rennie's batting 201 with a homer and 14 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Horner. Horner's first play of the year. The rookie makes his debut today and fires over to Bob. And that's a 1-2-3 second. We go to the bottom of the second. Speaking of the rookie Bob Horner, he's going to lead it off here. And Aaron Reed joins us. Check out his great channel. Bob Horner, in 1978, batted 266. He had 23 homers and 63 RBIs. Being called up as a rookie. Let's see if Bob can start off his career with a base hit here today. And nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. Bert BLYLEVEN says, welcome to the majors, rookie, and strikes Horner out. And that's 1 down. And Office comes to the plate, batting 295 with 2 homers and 16 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Bill Robinson. And there's quickly 2 down. And now the Murphy's up. Dale Murphy batting 220 on the year with 12 homers and 25 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Bert BLYLEVEN's up to 4 strikeouts on the game. He's starting to look like Linda Ronstadt. Throwing blue bayous out there, folks. We go to the top of the third with the bottom third of the order due up here for the Pirates. Ott, Gardner, and BLYLEVEN. And Ed Ott batting 312 on the year, having a nice 78 season with 4 homers and 18 RBIs. And that ball is hit hard. See where this ends up at. And that ball is driven into the gap in right field. Ed Ott's got himself a lead-off double here. Pirates got the first run of the ball game in scoring position with Phil Gardner up. Gardner batting 234 with 2 homers and 21 RBIs. Excuse me. That'll be a 16. That's going to be a ground ball down to the rookie Horner. 24. Can he keep the runner at second? That is the question. 24 and a 3. That'll be fielding Collins. And he'll look the runner back to second, fire over to first. And there's 1 out. And Bert BLYLEVEN comes to the plate. And Bert's batting 147 with no homers and an RBI. And they're going to let him swing away. And that's going to be another ground ball down third. And again, Horner looks the runner back to second, fires over to first. They're keeping this rookie honest. That's for sure. He's getting a lot of action already today. Now there's 2 outs and the runner still at second. Can NIEKRO get out of this? Everybody's scoring. A leadoff double still down at second. Travis is up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a pop-up. Let's see here. Infield is a 5, and that's going to be a pop-up down the second. Royster makes the play, and that'll be out number 3. So the leadoff double goes nowhere. Pirates ran on at second. We go to the bottom of the third. Still no score. Bottom part of the order due up here for the Braves. Cheney, NIEKRO, and then back to Royster. And Cheney is batting .215. He's got a homer and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on ball. The Braves will take it. He walks on down to first. So now the Braves got a runner on here. In a nothing game, NIEKRO is going to try to lay down a bunt, batting .150 with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a nice bunt. That ball is bunted down the third. Rennie's got it. He's going to fire over to Stargell. And that'll be out number 1. But the runner gets in the scoring position. We go to the top of the order here. Jerry Royster. And Royster struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Down, if he's going to try to advance here, he might have to re-roll a dice. 2. And he's going to stay put. Cheney is. Fly ball to center. And there's 2 outs, and it's up to Mobile here to try to knock in the go-ahead run. He doubled his first time up. And that's going to be popped up. Let's see where we're at here. That'll be a 7, 9, 12. And that's going to be popped up down the second. And Gardner makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The Braves strand a runner at second also. We go to the top of the fourth, still no score. We got us a pitching duel here, folks. And you got Milner, Parker, and Robinson, the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. John's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jeff Burris for out number 1. And the coach comes to the plate. And Parker struck out his first time. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts against Parker. NIEKRO's got Dave's number right now. Both strikeouts have been Dave Parker. Bill Robinson comes up. He's 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's back-to-back strikeouts to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. You've got the big boys coming up here for the Braves. 3, 4, 5 hitters, Matthews, Burris, and Horner. Matthews struck out his first time up, and that's going to be a base on balls. So again, base on balls gets the runner down at first, and the Braves take advantage of it. Like in the third, they couldn't. Got the big boys up. Now Jeff Burris is 0 for 1, flew out the center, and that's going to be against the righty. 17. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. Travis makes the catch, and there's 1 out. And here comes the rookie who struck out his first at bat. Bob Horner do something with Matthews down at first. Here's the pitch to Horner, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Bill Robinson for out number 2. And now, do we want to put Matthews? We might want to send Matthews here. That'll be a 23. That'll be a 45 or lower. Matthews is safe at second. And he's in there with a stolen base. So Matthews gets down to second now with 2 outs, gets in the scoring position for Office. Let's see if Office can drive him in. He's over 1, flew out the center. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 14. And that's going to be a nice play down there by Travis. Gets to the ball, throws out Office. And Matthews gets stranded at second. Still no scores. We go to the top of the 5th. And you got Stargell, Stenton, and Ott due up. Willie 0 for 1 today. Not anymore, because that ball is high. Let's see how far this one goes, folks. And that ball is out of here. Kiss it goodbye. Willie Stargell with his 8th homer of the year gives the Pirates a 1-0 lead. That knuckleball didn't knock it. Now Rennie's up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. NIEKRO bounces back, gets the strikeout. 1 down. Ed Ott comes to the plate. He doubled his first time up. And he gets a hold of this. Ed Ott's got Phil NIEKRO's number today. And that ball is hit down the short. Cheney knocks it down. Unable to throw him out, though. So Ott's aboard with an infield hit. Bill Gardner comes up. Old scrap iron is 0 for 1. He grounded out the third his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jeff. Burris calls for it near the line, makes the catch, and there's 2 down. BERT BLYLEVEN keeps this inning alive. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be another fly ball out the left. That'll end the inning, but Stargill's homer makes it 1-0 Pirates. As we go to the bottom of the 5th with the bottom part of the order due up here. You got Murphy, Cheney, and NIEKRO. And Murph's 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short for out number 1. Darrell Cheney comes to the plate now. And Cheney, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be against the righty. 15. And that's going to be a base hit. Cheney's aboard for the second time today. And now NIEKRO's up with a runner down at first. Are they going to give him the bunt sign again? And yeah, they're going to give him the bunt sign. And that's going to be a 36. So that is going to be a rare play. So a 23 and a 36. 23 and a 36. That'll be a 20. That'll be down to first. 36 and a 2. Probably going to be fielding column 3. Yes, it is. So with a sacrifice. And Phil NIEKRO, the ball's bunted down to first, gets past the first baseman, and that's going to be a double to runner to third. And NIEKRO, it's only going to be a single since he's an S. But the batter bunts the ball. It gets past Willie, and Phil NIEKRO's got himself a base hit, and Cheney gets down to third. Now you got runners on the corner and 1 out. Nice job by Phil NIEKRO. Gets a base hit when he was trying to bunt. He says he don't need no stinking DH. Runners on the corner now. The Braves trying to tie this game up. Pirates will play back for the double play. Royster's 0 for 2. He has struck out and flown out. And that's going to be against a righty. That'll be a 10. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. And that's going to tie the ball game up. It's 1-1. NIEKRO's going to stop at second with his speed. And we got first and second and still 1 out. And Bob Beal up. Beal's 1 for 2 with a double. Can he give the Braves a lead? It'll probably take a double to score NIEKRO. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Milner and left. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So it's going to be up to Sarge to try to get the Braves the lead. And Matthews is 0 for 1. He did walk his last time up and stole a base. He has yet to put the ball in play. He struck out his other time up. And he's still not going to put the ball in play. BERT BLYLEVEN gets a big 5th strikeout, strikes Matthews out. But the RBI single by Royster makes it a 1-1 game as we go to the top of the 6th. We got the top of the order due up here for the Pirates. Travis, Milner, and Parker. Travis is 0 for 2 today. And not anymore. That is going to be a base hit. Travis is aboard here with a leadoff single. And is he going to try to take off here on Murph? Try to get in the scoring position. That'll be a 21. Let's let Beatles. He's the Pirate fan. Beatles, you want Travis to try to steal? That'll be let's see, a 21. That'll be a 43 or lower. A little over 50%, close to 60%. See if Beatles wants Travis to try to steal. Get in the scoring position here. Let's see what Beatles says here. Does he want him to steal or not? Alrighty, we're going to steal him here. I don't know if Beatles is left or not. So here it is. What did I say? It is a 21, 43 or lower. He's safe at second. And he's in there with a stolen base. Gets in the scoring position. Al Beatles said stealing. Alrighty. So he's down at second with a stolen base. Gets in the scoring position for Milner. And John is 0 for 2. And he's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a base hit in right field. And with Matthews' arm and Travis's speed, he should score easily here. Let's see. It'll be a 6. It'll be a 46. And he's going to score with no throw. And that gets the Pirates the lead back here. It is now 2-1. And you still nobody out. A runner down at first. And Dave Parker at the plate. Milner at first. Parker's 0 for 2. He has struck out twice against NIEKRO. He could use another one of those. And that's going to be a 13. And that's going to be a base hit. Dave Parker's aboard, and NIEKRO's having troubles here in the 6th. First and second, still nobody out. Needs a double play in a bad way. First and second, Milner at second, Parker at first. Bill Robinson at the plate. He's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Jeff Burris. And that'll be out number 2. And Stargell's up. He had a homer his last time up. He's 1 for 2. A ground ball though by Willie could turn into a double play with his speed. And that's going to be a base on balls. And loads of bases up for Rennie. Bases for Pirates. Milner at third. Parker at second. Stargell at first. Rennie at the plate. Rennie's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. And just what the doctor ordered, that's going to be the old 4-6-3 double play. Phil gets out of the mess with only 1 run scoring. He's got to feel good about that. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's a 2-1 ball game. You got the 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters due up. Burris, Horner, and Office. You can see the team comparisons. The Pirates are 31 and 27. They're batting .261 with a .324 on base percentage, slugging .353 with an OPS of .677. The Braves are 21-37, batting .250 with a .318 on base percentage, slugging .343 with a .660 OPS. Jeff Burris is 0 for 2 today. He'll be followed by Horner in office. Here's the pitch for Jeff. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Travis. And that'll be out number 1. And Bob Horner comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2 in his debut. Here's the pitch to Horner. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Parker. And that'll be 2 up and 2 down here in the 6th. And Office comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. He is flown out and grounded out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. BERT's 6th strikeout of the game to end the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th and a 2-1 Pirate lead. You got Ott due up, followed by Gardner and BLYLEVEN, the bottom third of the order. Ed is a perfect 2 for 2 today. He is doubled in singles. And that's going to be another single. NIEKRO can't figure out how to get Ed Ott out. So Ott's aboard with a single here in the 7th. Bill Gardner comes up. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Cheney muffs this one. Throws this ball over Bob's head. And the runner will get down the third on the throwing error. And now you got runners on the corner. And nobody out. That's going to force the Braves to bring the infield in. The way BERT's pitching here. And can he drive in a run here? Do they want to do a squeeze? That is the question. Do they want to squeeze here? A little squeeze play. Or do they want just do a sacrifice? Have Ott hold up at third. Try to sacrifice Gardner over without the squeeze. That is the question. That is the question. I think they're just going to try to sacrifice Gardner over and leave Ott standing down there at third. He's not going to try to score. They're just going to sacrifice Gardner. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a bunt down the third. And Horner fires over to first. The runner will get in scoring position. And the runner's going to hold. So now you got second and third. And 1 out. And they're going to keep the infield in. Travis is 1 for 3. He singled, stole a base, and came around to score his last time up. Here's the pitch to Travis. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. 1, 2. And let's see, a 2. It doesn't have very good speed. That'll be a 48. And they're going to send him now. So that's going to be a 29. That'll be a 55. Of course, Gardner's going to try to get the third. So a 55 or lower, Ed's safe. And he's in there. Sacrifice fly by Travis. And now you got a runner down at third. And it's a 3-1 ball game. And Milner comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI single his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's going to be a pop-up down the first. Bills got it, and that'll be out number 3. But the Pirates score 1, make it a 3-1 ball game as we go to the 7th inning stretch. Got the bottom 30 order due up here: Murphy, Cheney, and NIEKRO. And Murph's 0 for 2. He is struck out and popped up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Murph strikes out for the second time. And BERT's up to 7 strikeouts. And Cheney comes to the plate. He is 1 for 1. He's been on base both times. He's walked, singled, and came around to score his last time up. Scored the only run for the Braves. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Parker. They finally get Cheney out. And now there's 2 outs. And they're going to pitch hit here for NIEKRO. See if they can get something going here. NIEKRO comes out of the game even though he's 1 for 1 today. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here. We got 2 catchers on the bench. And Joe Nolan's going to come off the bench, the lefty. See if he can get a board here. Pocoroba's on the bench, so they still got a catcher in case something happens to Mr. Murphy. And Nolan's batting .227. He has a homer and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Joe. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 12. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Rennie with a nice play takes a base hit away from Nolan. And that'll end the inning. We go to the top of the 8th. It's still a 3-1 Pirates lead. See who's going to come out here and pitch. Got the lefty, righty, lefty due up. So let's see here. Is it going to be Easterly or Craig? 2 lefties in the bullpen. And Craig's going to come out of the bullpen here, try to keep this a 2-run game. And this is his 6th appearance of the year. He is 2-1 with no saves and a 3.38 ERA. He's got Parker, Robinson, and Sturgill. 3, 4, 5 hitters up. Parker's 1 for 3, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the corner. And that'll be out number 1. And now you're going to have Mr. Robinson. Hello, Mr. Robinson. He is 0 for 3 today. He is grounded out, struck out, and flown out. And not this time. Mr. Robinson gets a hold of this one off of Craig. And that ball is driven into the gap. That's a 1-out double. And the Pirates got an insurance run in scoring position. Willie Sturgill, he is having a nice game. He's 1 for 2 today with a homer. Here's the pitch to Sturgill. And that's going to be a runner down at second. 22 a catcher. 52 and a 5. It's going to be foul. That'll be Philly column 3. And that's a Baltimore chop. Murphy can't handle that. That's an E2. Runner on second's going to hold. So now it's first and second. 1 out. The defense, he's supposed to hold at second. Go back. So that's an E2 on second. It's going to hold. We got first and second, and one out. And Rennie at the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. He did ground into a 4-6-3 double play. Braves will take that again. And nope, that's right. Let's see. It's hit down the second. 25 and a 7. 25. 7. That is fielding column 1. And that is going to be a pop up down the second. Royster makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. That brings up Ed Ott now. And Ott is 3 for 3. He's sorry to see NIEKRO go. He has a double and 2 singles in this game. And that's going to be popped up behind home plate. Murphy takes the mask off, makes the catch, and that ends the 8th. The error doesn't cost them. It's still 3-1 Pirates as we go to the bottom of the 8th with the top of the order coming up here. And they're going to let BERT start this inning, but they got Kent DeCalby warming up. If anybody gets on base, they're going to bring DeCalby in. As long as the time running at the plate, they'll let BERT pitch. BERT is going to pitch to Royster, Beal, and Matthews. Royster's 1 for 3 with the only RBI of the game for the Braves. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Jerry out for his 8th strikeout of the game. Bob Beal comes up. He's 1 for 3 with a double in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Rennie's going to bobble it. Holds on to it. Doesn't compound it. But that's going to be an E5. And a runner gets aboard. And that's going to be it for Mr. BLYLEVEN. And are we going to do a double switch here? I think we are. I'm going to do a double switch. Ed Ott's going to come out of the game. Use the backup catcher, Dwyer. Dwyer is going to come in. He'll bat in the 9 spot. DeCalby will bat in Ott spot in the 7th hole. So we'll have a new battery mate, DeCalby and Dwyer. Bert's going to lead this game with a 3-1 lead. He can't lose it. But let's see if the Braves can do something here. We're bringing my favorite reliever in the 70s, Kent DeCalby. I love the submarine sidearm, guys. And the Braves are getting ready to get one of my favorites with Gene Garber. So if DeCalby will come in, he'll bat in the 7th spot. And Dwyer will come in, and he'll catch and bat in the 9 spot. And this is Kent DeCalby's 39th appearance. Gosh, he only has 3 saves on the year. He is 3-2 with 3 saves and a 2.36 ERA. He's going to be facing Matthews, who is 0 for 2 today. He has yet to put the ball in play. He has struck out twice. He's walked and stolen a base. Can Matthews, with 1 swing and a bat, tie this game up? Here's the pitch to Gary. And nope, that's a swing and a miss. DeCalby strikes him out. And there's 2 down. And it's up to Jeff Burris here with a runner down at first and 2 outs. Jeff's 0 for 3. He's flown out, grounded out, and popped up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Rennie's got it. Fires over to first. And that ends the inning. The Braves strand 1 to the top of the 9th we go in a 3-1 ball game. You got Gardner, Dwyer, and Travis due up. Scrap Iron's 0 for 3. He did reach on an error his last time up. And he gets a hold of this one off of Craig. And that ball is hit into the gap in right field. A leadoff double. The Braves can't afford to give up any more runs here. And Don comes to the plate. He is batting 195. with no homers and 7 RBIs. A runner down at second, nobody out. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. Cheney's going to look. Nope, that's a line drive. Does he get him? Nope, doesn't double him up. A line drive down the short. And there's one out. Duffy hit that ball right on the nose, but Cheney makes the catch. And Frank Travis, we're back to the top of the order. He's 1 for 3 today with an RBI. Had a sacrifice fly his last time up. And he gets a hold of this, and the Braves are in a heap of trouble now. Heap of trouble. And that's going to be a double in center field. Travis drives in a run. And it's now a 4-1 ball game, and a runner still down at second. Now with the lefty coming up, they're going to let Craig stay in the game here. John is 1 for 4 with an RBI, and that's going to be a pop up down the second. Royster makes the catch, and there is 2 down. And the Cobra comes up. Dave Parker's 1 for 4 today. Here's the pitch to Cobra. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Office in center field. That ends the inning, but the Pirates score 1. Makes it a 3-run game now. We go to the bottom of the 9th. You got Horner due up, followed by Office and Murphy. And they get a runner. 2 on board here. Horner is 0 for 3 in his debut. He has struck out. He's flown out to center and right. And that's going to be a base hit. Bob Horner with a base hit here in the 9th in his debut. And they're calling for the ball. That's Bob Horner's first hit of the year, folks. First hit of his career. And the Braves are asking for the baseball. So Bob Horner gets aboard here with a leadoff single, and Office comes up. He's 0 for 3, flown out, grounded out, and struck out. And that's going to be against a righty. That's going to be a 17 and an 8. And that's going to be popped up down the short. Travis makes the catch. And there is 1 out. And now Murphy comes up. Can Murph keep this going? Murph's 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and popped up. He's glad to see Bert BLYLEVEN leave. And that's going to be a ground ball. 31 and a 1 is probably fielding column 3. And it is. That's a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. He strikes Murph out. Murph gets the hat trick. So Murph strikes out. Now there's 2 outs, and it's up to Mr. Cheney. Can Daryl Cheney do something? He's 1 for 2. He has walked and singled. Came around to score the only run of the game for the Braves. And that's going to do it. That's a swing and a miss to Colby. Strikes him out. And the Pirates win 4-1. Bob Horner gets a base hit in his debut, though. Hopefully that's many more to come. Of course, in real life, if he could only stayed healthy, what a difference that would have made in the Braves. So the Pirates 4 runs on 10 hits and 1 error. The Braves 1 run, 5 hits and 2 errors. You had Travis 2 for 4, and Ed Ott, he had Phil NIEKRO's number. He was 3 for 4 against Mr. NIEKRO. The Pirates are only 2 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Stargell hit a homer, and they left 8 men on base. The Braves didn't have anybody with a multiple hit game. They were 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and they left 7 men on base. Bert BLYLEVEN goes to 5 and 5, 7 1/3 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 8. DeCalvey comes in, gets his 4th save of the year. An inning and 2/3, 1 hit and struck out 3. NIEKRO, the hard luck loser, goes to 9-4, 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 4, and gave up a homer. Craig comes in, 2 innings, 3 hits, and gives up a run. Let's finish out the National League here. First game we'll do is the Cardinals going up against the Cincinnati Reds. Aaron Reed's Reds with Tom Terrific and John Denny. Should be a hell of a pitching matchup here. Let's see who wins this ball game. Mr. John Denny or Tom Terrific. And John Denny shuts out the Reds. Since old Aaron Reed's here, we'll look at the box score. I'm sure that's what the star is, the shutout. Yeah. John Denny, nice pitching game. Cardinals 2 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. The Reds no runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors. Lou Brock was 2 for 4 today. And the Cardinals are 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position. Left 5 men on base. The Reds just couldn't get nothing going. Tom Terrific had a hit. How about that? Reds were 0 for 5 with runners in scoring position, left 6 men on base. Denny goes the distance. He goes to 4-9, 4 hits, no walks, no runs, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. And Seaver, he falls to 2-6, 8 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, only 1 of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 7. And Boardroom comes in, 1 inning, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. And what's the next game here? You got the Cubbies going up against the Astros in Houston. And another shutout. Houston shuts the Cubbies out. And 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors. And the Cubbies, no runs, 8 hits, out hit the Astros, couldn't outscore them, and no errors. And you got Steve Rogers going for win number 11 up against the Dodgers. This is a second chance to win number 11. He didn't do it the last time. See if Steve Rogers can get win number 11. He's leading the National League with 10 wins right now. And he gets it. The Expos, 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. The Dodgers, 2 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error. And now we got Ken Castro's Phillies going up against the Padres here. Let's see what happens. You got lefty himself, Carlton, going up against another lefty, Randy Jones. See if lefty can get his 6th win of the year. He's 5-5 with a 2.94 ERA. The Phillies are leading the National League East. And the Padres shut out the Phillies. We'll take a look here with Ken Castro in the house. The Padres 2 runs on just 2 hits and no errors. The Phillies no runs, 6 hits. Out hit them, but couldn't outscore them. Mike Smith had a hell of a game, 3 for 4, but that was the only offense they could muster. Smitty had a double. They left 4 men on base. Yeah, darn Padres is right. You're telling me Ozzie Smith had a homer? Ozzie Smith and Oscar Gamble had homers. Damn, how in the hell did Ozzie hit a homer? He was 1 for 3 with a homer, and Oscar Gamble 1 for 3. 2 bad pitches cost Carlton the game. Ain't that crazy? Carlton, 7 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, struck out 6 and gave up 2 homers. Reed comes in 1 inning with a strikeout. Jones goes the distance, goes to 8-5, 6 hits, no runs, and 6 strikeouts. That was a hell of a game. Unfortunately, the stinking Padres win. And the last game here on the 16th is the Mets playing the stinking Giants. Let's see what happens here. And the Giants win on 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. A typical game for this 16th. The Mets out hit the Giants but couldn't outscore them. 4 runs, 10 hits, and no errors. As Willie McCovey hit a homer and drove in too. Let's take a look now at the standings and leaderboard here in the National League after June 16th. And the Phillies still lead the National League by 1 game now over the Expos. The Pirates are now 2 games back. The Cubbies 2.5. The Mets 12.5, and the Cardinals 13 games back. And out west, the Giants are now 2 games up on the Dodgers. The Astros and Padres are 4 games back. Cincinnati Reds 7.5, and the poor Braves are now 14.5 games back. Jack Clark's leading the league with a 349 average. George Foster's leading in homers and RBIs with 15 and 55. Jim Barr's leading with a 1.64 ERA. And we just seen Steve Rogers get his 11th win. You got 3 pitchers with 10 saves on the year. And George Foster's leading in the MVP voting, and Steve Rogers is leading in the Cy Young. And the next game will be game number 2. Next game on the channel will be game number 2 of this 3-game series between the Pirates and the Braves. See what the pitching matchup looks like for game number 2. And you got the Candy Man going up against Mickey Mahler. The Candy Man, 4-7 with a 3.06 ERA. Mickey 0-4 with a 6.10 ERA. See if he can bounce back against the Pirates here. I want to thank Ken Castro, Aaron Reed, and Beatles Eternally. Beatles says he's going to be on tonight, folks, so be looking out for that. He doesn't know exactly what time. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already done so, hit that like button. It helps the channel out and don't cost you a dime. And until next time, you all have a great day and take care. Oh, you're welcome, Ken, buddy. Thank you for stopping by.